Yeah. So how do we? How do you go about working? How do you go about simplifying it and working on the club face then?
So now let's talk about. Get away from the club face. That's a different video I want to do for the better players. But I just wanted to talk about now learning how to build a good, solid starting base to make a repeatable and easy goal swing. So again, I'm sure there'll be a lot of you out there want bigger gains in distance-wise, and you put every effort you can into hitting it further, but don't seem to get anywhere. I can show you exactly why that is. So the first stage is, first starting point, again, this is a video not for complete beginners, this is for somebody who's been playing the game a while, or, certainly got,
Understand the basic.
Understanding of the game a little bit. Is film yourself. First protocol is just to film yourself. And again, I'm going to talk you through a lot of common faults you'll see. And this is your first point, is learning what the body should be doing during the swing. So I'm going to show you how simple it is and what we're looking for. So you should really compare yourself to how we want the body to again, if you get your body to perform the right way, the club and that will take care of itself. It's all the starting point. So again, film yourself from side on would be the best starting point. Forget down the line, so you people get obsessed by the club that way. It's just simply learning how to rotate the body during the goal swing. It really is quite a simple action. I mean, the whole goal swing, without the club in my hand, is this. I've got good posture, so I can put my hands across my shoulders. So this is the goal swing. It's a turn and turn through. It's that simple of a motion. That's for every kind of shot we hit, apart from when we come down to putting or very small chips. We're just looking, even to a little pitch, I'm still here, I'll just turn, turn. It's that simple of a move. A driver, just be this, just a big turn and turn through. I don't have different swings or different actions to hit a driver, 7-iron, 9-iron, 3-iron. I have slightly different setup positions. So, I'm going to talk you through a couple of common flaws you see. So again, if you film yourself, just again, compare it to what we're looking for. So this would how I'd want you to look on the way back. Again, don't worry if you can't turn as much. If you can only turn to here, that's fine. So this would be the ideal position our body would look on the way back. So all I'm doing is turning my upper half against my lower half to build that coil. It's going to help me turn through onto my left side, drive through the ball easier, get the club more inside because I'm in a great position here. So all I'm looking to do is turn my shoulders. So this hip rotates slightly back. So this now would be the common flaws we see. So this would be the first one, the sway, where my hip moves up and to the right on the backswing. This now puts the weight to my outside my right foot. From here, I'm very unlikely to get back onto my left side. So this would be a great example of somebody who's going to slice the ball and a very high, weak slice. So we're going to be quite steep and choppy into that shot. So that's the first one. So it's, instead of rotating this way, it becomes that. So we end up in this position on the way back. So again, do you look anything like this? You can see how much my hips move from its original spot. The other one would be when we turn onto our left side. So this would be the next fault, would be this one.
That's what I've just started doing.
Yeah, that's, you kind of actually go, Steve actually goes up and a bit of both on your one. But there would be, do you look anything like this? So from here, again, there's only one thing you to do, he's going to chop the golf ball. Can you imagine trying to hit a driver from this position? So again, if I now switch into the correct position, so this is where the common flaw is, all the weight's on my left side, I've tilted down into the golf ball. So there, I actually want to be more like this. You can see I'm much more behind the ball, so going from there all the way over to here, that's where I'd like to be. So again, it's just understanding that rotation, first of all. So that's the first stage, is correcting how your body turns on the way back. It's that simple. Again, from here, I can get the club inside all day long. I'm in a much more powerful position. Again, people are always obsessed with getting the club up to here, thinking that's power. Again, I'm sure you'll see, I'll do another fault. You'll see this swing a lot, especially with lady golfers, senior golfers. I'm sure you've seen this golf swing on the golf course, and it's this. And that's an effort to try and generate power. That is the complete opposite of power, that golf swing. And again, it comes to that fact that they want and have been told to get the club to parallel. Again, this golf swing here is way more powerful and repeatable than this one. As you can see, I've come right out of posture. And again, do you look anything like that on the way back? My legs are straightened up. I've lost my connection to the ground. Again, I just can't generate any speed whatsoever from there.
The two things you just talked about is what I can relate to, because that's what I've gone from, trying to generate so much power, and now I've actually slowed it down. I can get the draw and actually hit it further.
Yeah.
Which are just like, it doesn't make any sense. But I mean, obviously, when you're kind of showing the different moves and the power generated within the moves, it does make sense. But when I look like how I feel I look in my head, from one to the other, it doesn't. But like you say about filming yourself and showing in the different positions and generating the power, then that's when it comes in to make sense.
So again, you know, you always say I always get people to do this in my lessons, and it's practicing turn, turn. And I say to them, I'm going to show you, so I show them myself doing it, and I say, okay, I want you to copy that. And it looks nothing like it. So the first problem that goes wrong is when they try to do this, everything rotates. So our hips, the head, the shoulders all go in this direction. So again, you have to learn to separate our shoulders from our hips. And a great way to do that is, again, in golf posture, the same position, arms across the shoulders. I want you to practice rotating your shoulders without your hips moving. So you see my hips are staying really quiet. I'm just rocking my shoulders, rotating them back and through. I'm not trying to go all the way around, just doing small little rotations. When people start off, when they do this, first of all, it becomes this. So they're very much like that. And eventually, after about 30, 40 seconds, they learn so they can keep the head straight, head still, and they're just learning to rock the shoulders. So now, when I ask them to do this first bit, we have a nice big turn, because they are aware and coordinated now of separating the shoulders from the rest of our body, it's much simpler to do instead of becoming this one. So again, I can see how much I've moved off the ball when I do that. So again, it's just here.
Yeah. Keep your eye on the ball.
On the way back. You should never think about keeping your head still on the way back, by the way, guys. Anyone that tells you to keep your head down on the way through, stop listening to them, because that is the worst advice in golf. Bar none.
Is that tip one then?
Yeah, tip one. Never try and keep your head down on the way through.
No, I meant actually the whole video. Tip one.
No. So, yeah, that would be your starting point. I'm going to do a series of these videos, but it's all about, start getting to the root cause of our faults. Let's forget about what the club's doing. Let's start learning body rotation. So, and how it should work on the way back. So again, this is what we're looking for. Again, don't worry if you can only get to here, like at least you're turning properly. These are the common ones. It's the hip tilting and sliding up to the right, ended up in here. And then you've got this one. So again, do you look anything like that? Just film yourself. Everyone's got a camera these days on a phone. Film yourself, pause yourself on the way back. You don't have to have a club in your hands either. Do it without the club. Hands across your shoulders.
So
that's your first starting point.
So that's two pieces of homework then. Take a picture of yourself. And number one, take a picture of yourself. And number two, do your shoulder movements, which you won't do there.
See if you can separate your shoulders from your lower half.
Yeah,
it'll take you about a minute. If you can't do it, it'll take you about a minute to kind of coordinate. So all it is coordination.
You might look a bit weird doing it around the house this weekend, but I'm sure your golf will thank you for it when you get much better at it. So wait for tip two then.
Yeah, I'm going to start building from there. Again, eventually, just to give you a quick idea, again, there's a few little sort of bits and pieces you have to put in, but again, it's not complicated. Once you've got the main basics of learning to turn, the rest is simple. And again, hitting shots kind of show you the whole thing in motion. This should be a simple turn back, turn through golf swing. So it's just turn, turn.
Just like that?
Nice and straight, as easy as that.
Okay. Right, nice one. So if you fancy trying that out on the range, come down and see us here at North Wales Golf Range, or have a chat with Luke about talking through that a bit more, or just put your pictures up and show us what you do look like, who's brave enough to do it, and have a bit of a critique on their swing. So we shall speak to you next week or in the week.
Yep, so second stage coming soon.